morning, I'm Specialist Thomas, and today I'll be giving you a brief on the foundations. As you were, I'll be giving you a class on the foundations of Army leadership. This information is unclassified. The main topics I will be discussing are Army leadership, Army ethic, and its profession. So a little Army history. The Army's been protecting and serving the people for more than 240 years with the main purpose to deploy, fight, and win the wars of the nation. Army profession characteristics: honorable service, expert corps, stewardship, military expertise, and trust. Army ethic. The Army ethic is a set of enduring standards, principles, and beliefs and laws that guide the Army profession, creates the culture essential to Army professionals, and the conduct of missions, performance of duty in all aspects of life. Army values. As we should all know, loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Army leadership. Army leadership is anyone who by true virtue assume role or assigned role to position of responsibility of leadership. They inspire and influence the people by providing purpose, direction, and the ability to accomplish the mission. The Army Leadership Requirements Manual, or the acronym is LRM. Attributes: character, presence, and intellect. The character of a leadership is the character of a leader is very important. It consists of your beliefs, how you carry yourself, how you handle certain situations, and also how you handle your soldiers. Presence. The way you present yourself as a leader is very important also, because as a leader, you always want to uphold the standard. You always want to exceed the standard. Come to work every day, shaved, uniform is up to standard, and stay physically fit. Because we all know we have a PT test that we have to pass, and that's standard for everyone in order to remain in the Army. Intellect. A leader must have good intellect, be able to make sound judgment, be mentally agile, as in situations in the field, missions, deployment, everyday tasks. Always be able to think quick and respond to anything that might go wrong, because the mission doesn't always go as planned. Nothing that you do is 100% guaranteed it's going to go the way that you planned it out to be. Competencies. Leads, develops, and achieves. A leader leads soldiers to victory. Leads soldiers to complete the mission. It leads soldiers to be leaders one day. So it's very important to lead the correct way. Develops. A leader develops soldiers, develops himself, and it helps develop the organization. And achieves. Like I stated once before, the main goal of the Army is to win, fight, deploy. So achieves as a leader is very important, because that's your main goal. To achieve anything, PRT, a task, a duty, no matter what it is. Dynamics of leadership. The leader, the led, and the situation. Roles of leadership. Officers, as we all know, as we all should know, from your first lieutenants on up to your captains, to your lieutenant colonels, things of that sort. Non-commissioned officers, it's like your everyday direct leadership, your first sergeant, your first line, your section sergeant, and DA civilians. Levels of leadership. Direct face-to-face, as you were. Levels of leadership. So we have direct leadership, which is face-to-face or first-line leadership. Like I stated before, the ones you see every day, leadership you see every day, leadership you deal with on a daily basis, your first-line supervisors, your section sergeants, your first sergeants, platoon sergeants. The next level is organization, and that's leadership that exercised through the subordinate levels. And the third level is strategic, military and civilian leaders at the major command through DoD levels. Army leader presence, military and professional bearing. It's very important as a leader, as a soldier, or any personnel in the Army to have personal, as you were, professional and military bearing. Fitness. Fitness, you should maintain your fitness at all times, no matter what level you're at. A leader is always fit. A leader always wants to exceed the standard or be able to at least do what their subordinates do. Confidence. Confidence is key as a leader, because if you're not confident in what you're doing, you're just going to make the mission, task, or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish much harder than it needs to be. Resilience. Always remain resilient, as you were, resilient. Keep pushing forward. All right. Army intellect. Mental agility. Mental agility is the ability to react fast, adapt to change. You know, because when you do missions or anything, tasks, PRT, sometimes things don't go as planned. So it's very important to be able to make a quick decision to get the mission, to get the job done, or to accomplish the mission. Sound judgment. Sometimes even in the worst situations, in the worst possible outcome, when all the choices you have are bad choices, sound judgment means to make the right choice, the right decision out of all the bad decisions that you have. Innovation. Always be innovative. Always be willing to change things up a little bit so the soldiers don't get competent, so you don't get competent. No matter if it's PRT, no matter if you're doing daily tasks, no matter if you're in the field trying to accomplish missions, no matter what it is, always be innovative and be different, be challenging. Interpersonal tact and expertise. That's the Army intellect. Competency-based leadership for direct through strategic levels. A leader leads others, extends influence beyond the chain of command, builds trust, leads by example, and communicates. As a leader, one of your main goals is to lead others. Extends influence beyond chain of command. So you want to be an impact not only to your direct leadership or your everyday leadership, subordinates, counterparts, but you also want to extend your influence, your impact on to different units, to the next level of leadership, to the Army as a whole. Builds trust. A leader builds trust with his team, subordinates, builds trust with his subordinates, his leadership. Leads by example. A leader leads by example because what you do and who you are is what your soldiers are going to do and who your soldiers are going to be. So leading by example is very important. Always make the right choices, do the right thing, no matter if you're in front of your soldiers or not. Lead by example. Be who you want your soldiers to be when they take your position. Communicates. A leader communicates the good, the bad, make sure information is being put out so that the mission can be successful. Develops. A leader develops. Prepares self, create a positive environment, develops others, stewards the profession. So, as a leader, you prepare yourself. Not only do you prepare yourself, but you also develop others. You want to develop those new leaders to take your position and be able to accomplish the mission. Stewards the profession. You hold yourself accountable, you hold your counterparts accountable, and you're accountable to the people of the nation. Always create a positive environment for you to work in, for your subordinates, for your team, because a positive environment means a positive mission, which equals success. That concludes my brief. If there are any questions, feel free to ask. If not,